first speaker is retired from the VA Medical Center as the Assistant Chief of Human Resources for both the Little Rock and North Little Rock Medical Center, the first woman to occupy this position. She came to Little Rock Toastmasters as a visitor with a VA Medical Center employee and has been here ever since. Please welcome Wilma Huey.
Thank you, Toastmaster Denise, fellow Toastmasters, and our most welcome guest. I don't know if we just have one guest. Three. Okay, all three, or however many we have. What I'm going to talk about today, or this evening, is what is a water dog? Does anybody know what a water dog is? I know one person does because they've already mentioned it. Aaron?
The Labrador.
Exactly. You're in for a new experience this evening, and I want to start by handing out this material. And I'll tell you why this is entitled The Water Dog. And you will see after we get through with a lot of handouts that I'm going to give out. And as you can see from these handouts, we'll start with this first one. The Labrador Retriever is better known as the Lab. And it's the most popular breed of its kind in this country, according to the American Kennel Club. There are three breeds of labs. Number one is the black lab. Number two is the chocolate lab. Number three is the yellow lab. And it seems that the favorite right now is the chocolate lab. But at our house, it has to be the yellow lab because that's what we ended up with, and we think he's the smartest thing that ever was. All of these dogs are big and beautiful, and each one has his own, his or her, but at our house it's only a his. Unique personality. They're friendly, they're loving, they're courageous, they're proud, they're tenacious, they're athletic, and most of all, they're loyal. We have this new dog, and I wish he were loyal to me. He is, but he's really loyal to my husband more than he is me, because my husband is training him, feeding him, and doing all those things that they like. Did you know that Stuttgart, Arkansas is the duck hunting capital of the whole world? Did you all know that? How many of you knew that? Good. Usually people don't even know there is such a thing. But there is. And it brings people in from all the states. And they have this big duck hunting going on from November probably to February. And my husband always says, when he gets back, he doesn't want me to go anywhere. And I said, well, what about you? You've been gone from November to the first of the year. He said, well, that doesn't happen very often. That's his story. And here is where the water dog comes in. Most hunters hunt in the scatters or in people talk in the water. To call the ducks, they use a duck caller. What I'm going to do is send this around because I want you to know exactly what goes on. This is a hunter. This is his duck caller. And I'll just pass that around so you'll know what's going on. And to call the ducks, they use that duck caller as they stand in their waders in the woods. when the hunters shoot, the ducks scatter throughout the water. Here is where the lads stationed in their dog stand come to life. They retrieve the ducks that have scattered through the water and bring those ducks back to their master. This, of course, keeps the duck hunters from having to search for the duck and having a hard time finding the duck, since they don't have any sense of smell as like the water duck does. Most of the time, the injured duck is under the water anyway, and there's no way that they could tell where the duck was or what to do with the duck. Thus, the lads are called the water ducks, the hunter's best friend. However, when the duck season is over, the hunters and the lads return home, and the lads become a family member until the next season. And that happens. I never realized that until we've had 1, 2, 3, 4 dogs, and every one of them has come in the house. Now, most women won't let the dog in the house, but you come to love that dog so much. And this summer, whenever it was so hot, we had a big towel out for the dog to lay on, and it was really neat. Now I want to send this through so you can see what the hunter looks like, what the dog looks like, what the environment looks like. Probably see this already. And in addition to that, we'll start this over here with the duck training book. And it's the water dog. And that tells you everything about a water dog. And with saying that, next November, I want you to look in the paper, make yourself a note on your calendar to look and see when the duck season opens. And you will notice there's strange things go on when this time comes. You can see all kinds of vehicles going, from the very lowest to the very highest. And these hunters are very, I don't know how to say it, they're just people of their own, and they change, and when they come back from all of this, it takes about 2 months for them to settle down. And don't even think about going out to eat for the first 2 months, because they're still out in the woods as far as that's concerned. I hope that you can find out more about these labs as you look at some of these handouts.